All right, howdy everybody. I am live. Welcome to Step into the Portal. My name is the Brandt, and I am excited. I'm getting ready to head out to Con of Heroes, but I got Ironheart and Nova, and I really wanted to do a live play. So this is going to be kind of the world's fastest live play because I've got to get ready to go. I actually fly out tomorrow morning, but I have to head out to stay over at the airport, or closer to the airport is kind of the plan. So, but I wanted to play these two heroes because they're really fun. And I wanted to get a chance to do that. So let me go ahead and share this video with people so they know. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go through all of the cards, so you can head over to Hall of Heroes. I think they have the cards there in some other places. I will try to do better about reading the cards that I'm playing as I play them. So I will at least do that a little bit more than I do after I go through all of the cards. So you can check that out there. Right, closer to the airport is kind of the plan. So, but I wanted to play these two heroes because they're really fun
and share alike,
and I wanted to get a chance to do that. So let me go ahead and share this video with people so they know. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go through all the cards. So you can head over to Hall of Heroes. I think they have the cards there in some other places. I will try to do better about reading
the weekend that is coming up, and Ironheart and Nova as they come out.
So I will at least do that a little bit more than I do after I go through all of the cards.
Share,
so you can check that out there. Close to the airport is
talk through what you're doing instead of talk to.
But I wanted to play these two heroes because they're really fun
and share alike,
and I wanted to get a chance to do that. So let me go ahead and share.
Cool. There is that. Hello
with people so they know.
Yeah, so we had a little snafu for the store.
Well,
two mics on. Enjoy. Sound weird. Hopefully I'll mute that one and it'll work better.
Okay. We had a little snafu with the store that Asmodee sent us boxes and forgot these boxes, but luckily they caught their mistake and they sent the boxes out quickly, and all was right with the world. So it managed to come in. So I have these available, and I think I got rid of the double audio, so let me know if that is not fixed. But I believe I solved it. Also, this light is not very bright, but we're going to go straight down to the table here and check out Ironheart and Nova. Unfortunately, since my camera doesn't zoom anymore, I can't show you those there. Gonna figure out some things with that. Tried to switch cameras to see if it was any better, and it was not, so I probably need to eventually switch back here to have the other camera, but we'll go with this for now. All right, we're shuffling up. We're gonna fight Drang, because Drang's one of my favorite fights. So I decided to go with that one. We'll use our Con of Heroes token, because that's exciting. We will put Threat on here, 4 on for Drang. And I think the dials are in my pocket. How hilarious is that? Audio is fixed. Perfect. All right. He's got 26 health. So yeah, in my place here, I feel like Riri's been a lot better than Nova. I think Nova can be built. He's very event-based. I'm not as great at playing event-based characters and heroes, so that could definitely be around me. But we'll see what we can make him do. They both have 10 health. And away we go. Here's Drang. Everything looks set up. Got a little bit of glare, which is unfortunate. Hello. Howdy. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. I am going for the world's fastest. I need to be done by 3:45, so that is the plan. Here's the exciting part with Riri. She has 3 hero cards. They're very distinct on this side, so you will learn quickly which one is which. They have 4, 5, and 6 hand size, respectively. On this side, they're all 6, and they're all the same. Nope, they changed slightly. Yeah, they changed slightly. So at first you have to spend mental resources. So on this side, Riri is begin the game with this card in play. The others are set aside. Spend 1 mental resource. Place a progress counter on her. Limit once per phase, per round. Then when you flip to this side, you can remove 6 counters from her, ready her, and swap her with version 2. Here she's a 1, 2, 3. Here she's a 2, 2, 3 with a bigger hand size. So that is what's happening with her, with Sam Alexander. Hey, Matt, thanks for joining, everybody. This is fun. I wanted to do this, and then I'm headed out to Minnesota. See the biggest ball of twine in Minnesota. All right. So Sam Alexander, alter ego, spend 1 resource of any type, search your deck for the Supernova helmet, add it to your hand, but put it into play if you used a wild resource. On this side, he is a 1/1/2, low stats. After you use one of Nova's basic powers toward attack or defense, ready the Supernova helmet. So that is going to be the plan there. We'll give his deck a shuffle. Yeah, these packs are sweet. Oh, it's Brian. Hi, Brian. So with Drang, I did not remove the Milano, but I did decide to shuffle in. They have 2 packs, Armadillo and Zizax, I want to say is the name. So I shuffled both of those in. The deck is a little thick, but hey, here we go. This is just for fun. This is not my first play because I have played them before, but it looks like it because I actually switched decks. So this is Nova's deck over here. That is pretty funny. All right, so he's got a little bit of draw and other things. So we're going to get rid of this force field projection. I'm actually not a big fan of this fluid motion and this no quarter. I'm going to talk through the cards that I actually play and whatnot. As sad as I wasn't able to make it to con, so sad I wasn't able to make it. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It's interesting. I've gone to Gen Con, I've gone to Dice Tower Con, I've gone to PAX, I've hosted a convention at my house. It's weird to go to a convention and play one game. Well, it's not weird. I don't want to tell people that they're weird. They're definitely not. But it'll be interesting for me. All right, I'm going to discard all these and draw up. Okay, so we're looking for some things to be able to get those tokens and get the ball rolling. We did not draw too much here in terms of that. So we could put out Snow Guard as an option, which I think might be our plan here. So we're going to spend these 4. We're going to put out Snow Guard. So Snow Guard says when they come in, put shift counters on them, 1, 2, or 3, and then it determines what they can do. So I'm going to give Snow Guard 2, and then they can thwart for 3. So the counters don't actually do anything. They just remind you of what stat you have. So now Snow Guard thwarts for 3 and takes a damage, has 3 health there, is 0, 0. Well, now 3, 0. And then I'm going to use this Power of Leadership to use my ability to gain a counter. I'm going to use these counters, I guess. So she's got 1 progress counter on her. I'm not going to flip her to the other side. So then over here, wow, lots of people. Hello! Who is my favorite X-Man? My favorite X-Man is Beast. That is my favorite one. So we'll have to see. Yeah, I saw the Mutant Genesis announcement. That's awesome. Really excited for that. These are just the precons. I am playing just the precons. When I get back, I will build with the heroes and see where they're at. So I will do some streams with them being built as well. All right, so here we go. Moon Girl is who I have, and Jesse Alexander. Jesse Alexander, exhaust, shuffle 1 copy of Connection to the World Mine from your discard pile into your deck. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Power of Aggression with my ability to go get my helmet. Normally I put in my hand, but Power of Aggression is a wild resource, which definitely seems like a way you want to build him. And so I get my helmet and put it into play. It is a hero resource that I can exhaust to gain a wild resource, and it also has the aerial trait. In addition, if I use Nova, I ready the helmet, so in some sense. All right, so then here I am going to flip over. I'm going to use the helmet, and I'm going to use 1 by 1 and Jesse Alexander to play Moon Girl. And Moon Girl says for each mental resource you use the player, draw a card. So I used the wild in that one. So that's going to be 2. So I'm going to draw these 2. And then I have Honed Technique and my Champion's Mobile Bunker. So I will, maybe I'll hold that one. Yeah, I'll spend these 2 to put down the Champion's Mobile Bunker. Sorry, she's a 2/2. That costs 3 with 3 health, and she takes 2 consequential either way, so she's really about the card draw. The Champion's Bunker lets me exhaust it and choose an identity to draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. So I'm going to draw 2 here with Nova, and I get my everyday hero and my force field projection. So I will hold... What am I going to hold here? I guess I'll still hold this force field projection. I'm going to use Nova to thwart this last one off of here. Actually, I'm not super worried about that. We're going to deal damage. Deal damage, which readies my helmet. I will then use Moon Girl to deal 2 damage. She takes 2 consequential. All right. It's crazy they're going to do 2 hero packs released at the same time as the box. Yeah, well, the idea is, you're right, it's going to be so popular. Grab 3 friends, and you can all play through the campaign as X-Men. I think it's phenomenal. It's probably the second best thing they could have done to making a new core box, which is what a lot of people wanted. There's that. Oops, I forgot to shuffle this card in. Forgive me. Yeah, I can't wait. All right, we will ready everybody up here. We're going to stay down here and try to do the flip, flip, flip strategy. All right, so one thing to know, I can't read through every card. Currently, I am on a timer for people who are like, why is he talking so fast? I actually have to get ready to go. So, but I really wanted to play, so I was excited. Connection to the World Mine does not count towards my hand size. So I get these 5 cards in addition to Connection to the World Mine, which is a wild resource. There's that. Over here, I'm going to draw 6 cards. I didn't want to flip because she only has a 4-card hand size. I want to see if I can get my value up a little bit, but I am not drawing anything to build. So I got these blasters. So I'm going to have to flip and drop something here. All right. So Drang is going to add 2 + 2. Oh, wait, we never used this. The Milano. All right, so we'll just use it to remove threat. Drang is going to add 4 threat to this. Being so sloppy. And then add a counter here. Then Drang is going to scheme for 1 + 0. So this will go to 5. And we'll add a second counter here. And then Drang is going to attack here. And Moon Girl will block it. +0. And we are all set. She is out. All right, and then we each get a card here. Oh, I did add the token, yep. Assault will surge into Blockade, which is going to come in with 2, hinder 2, so it's going to have 6 on it. We could use the Milano to remove. And Shadow of the Past. Here we go. So Warbringer comes in. He's a 1/3, who, when he attacks you, he gets +1 for each card with a wild resource, and he gains Overkill. He's got 5 health. That's pretty strong. And Bring the War. Each player discards 1 card they control with a printed wild resource. For each card they discarded this way, place 1 threat here. Each player discards 1 card they control. All right. So I will get rid of my Connection to the World Mind. That'll place a threat there. And I don't have... Oh, I do have a wild resource. Go for Champions. So that's going to place 4 threat here. Ouch. Which one am I leaning more to? Okay, Riri's deck is really good. Her precon is very, very good. Only needs a few changes. Nova's got potential. His low stats make him a little tricky. You're trying to do certain things. Miss Marvel really helps him a bunch. So I definitely think for precons, I'm leaning here. For building, I think he could work out really well. But I think she's going to be the favorite for most people. So there's that. All right, now I got to figure out how to deal all this damage. Oh, I had my force field projection. I forgot about that. That's okay. All right, so we've got a pot shot. If we use this, we deal 4. So let's attack for 1 here. And then let's use our... Oh, no, sorry. Let's do a pot shot for 4. So wild resources count double. So I only have to spend 1 to deal 4. Then attack, which readies my helmet. And that'll be the 5th damage here. So he's out. Actually, knowing I was going to do that, I should do this Unleash Nova Force first. So I do that whenever I defeat an enemy, I ready, and I draw a card for the rest of the turn. So I will put that there so that I remember to do that. All right, so now I have this no quarter. I don't have a specific enemy to go after. And threat is going to be tricky to remove for me. Does the Milano pass to me? Yeah, so I use my Kana Heroes on the Milano. All right, so I will then use Supernova Helmet in this and no quarter to play my Honed Technique, which is whenever I pay for an attack event using a mental resource, I add damage equal to its cost, which is going to be very good. And then I'm going to use the Milano here. I'm going to... Oh, I can't use the Milano there. Sorry. Going to use the Milano here. Bring that to 3. And then you can thwart that for 3. So I will thwart this one for 1. All right. Away we go. So she can spend a mental. So I'm going to spend this new and improved card to gain another token. Then I'm going to flip to this side, and I'm going to use Champion's Mobile Bunker. So I'm going to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. So I'm going to get rid of this Sector Scan and this Morale Boost. And then I will use these 2 R&D and Photon Blasters to play Ingenuity. Actually, no. I'm going to use the Ingenuity to play the Propulsion Jets, which give me +2 health. So I now have 12 health. and they remove threat equal to my version number. So Snow Guard will clear this. Oh, okay. No, that didn't quite work. All right, so we're going to have to deal with that. So these two will remove 2 from here. There we go. Got a second one on Snow Guard. You know what? Snow Guard is going to remove this one. We'll leave the 5 here. The Milana was used on that, right? And then we'll bring this one down to 1. That'll be a little bit easier. There we go. All right, we will hold these photon blasters here. All right, I only get a 4 hand size now, so it's a little small. That's why I want to be able to upgrade, and I have not drawn anything to give me tokens. Usually it goes pretty fast. All right, hello, Garrett. Good to see you. Nova's going to have some cool, powerful combos. Yeah, I think that's what he's going to be built around. Hone Technique is a card I'm so excited for. Yep, very good. You can definitely build around that card. I think he should do pretty well in Justice. Yeah, he's just very event-based here, and that, to me, is a little bit tricky. I drew another Connection to the World Mind, so I do get another card, which will be nice. Okay. We are adding 4 more threats, so this is going to go to 9 out of 16. Oh, I could have flipped Nova down, huh? But I didn't. So Drang is going to attack for 2. We're just going to take the 2 after we add a token here. 2 plus 1 is 3, so we're going to go to 7. And then we're going to get attacked over here. 2 plus 2 is 4. We're going to take it and go to 8 because we've got pretty good health. And then each take a card. Over here, it's going to be an engineer who's going to add a token, and we have to take 2 indirect. So we go down to 6, and we go down to 5. And then over here, we're going to get spatial positioning, and that's going to go to 6. All right, pass the Milano. So we got some threat to remove here, huh? We got these blasters and this flyover, which I think is going to be pretty clutch. This is going to remove 1. So we're going to use these jets to remove this blockade. And try to remove as much threat as we can. We'll use the Milano to get rid of 3 here. Then we will use Snow Guard to get rid of 3 here. And Snow Guard is out. And then we're going to play Flyover with these 2. So Flyover is going to give us remove 3 threat, and if we remove the last threat, gain 2 progress counters. 1, 2. So that's going to get us to 4, which will be pretty good. Then we are going to remove 1 threat from here. Actually, we're just going to leave that threat. We're going to flip, and we're going to exhaust to go to 9. So we're going to deal with that. We did not defeat him, huh? Hoping you have something to defeat him. Yeah, pitchback should do pretty well. Okay. So here we go. All right, so we're going to use the Champion's Mobile Bunker. We're going to draw 2. Not much showing there. Could double chase them down. All right, we'll get rid of Hone Technique. That's kind of fun, but I don't feel like that's going to be a big deal. So we'll get rid of Unleash Nova Force. Then we are going to... I really want to play Miss Marvel, but I don't see that happening. 1, 2, 3 for Miss Marvel. Play her. We will attack for 1, which readies here. So we'll attack him for 1. And then we'll play Pitchback using the helmet. That increases it to a 5. Yep, so we'll kill the engineer. And then we'll play 2 Chase Them Downs and bring this down. And then we'll use Miss Marvel. We're just going to hold Miss Marvel. And we will flip down here as well. All right, cool. And he could try to heal next turn. Both people flip down. We're going to hold this helmet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so now we've got Ingenuity and this Tony Stark AI. Vivian's amazing, but just hard to get into play. So good there. We're going to draw 6 over here. All the readies and protection. Event Justice would be pretty powerful. Plays like a Miss Marvel. Event heavy here in all aspects, I think. Yep, so that could be true. I got to get more plays in with Nova. For sure. All right, we got some pretty good cards here. We'll make it work. So we did flip down here, but we removed all that threat. Hopefully this won't come back to bite us. All right, he is going to... Oh, we never used the Milano. So the Milano will actually clear this. No, I think I did use the Milano in the main scheme. Now that I remember. All right, he's going to scheme for 1. Plus 1 is 2, so this will go to 6. And we will add another token. He's going to scheme for 1. Plus 1, plus place 1 threat on the main scheme for each card with a printed wild in your hand. 1. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. It's going to go to 9 and place another token here. And it is going to be plus 2 because I forgot this for each of them. So it actually goes to 11. No advance, no advance. Caught off guard is going to make me get rid of this. Ooh, that's rough for her. And gang up is going to go into Hull Breach. So I will deal 3 damage to the first player. She's down to 6. Passes this over here. All right. What have we got here? Lots of damage. Pot shots and other things. Locust will let us go get any card we want. We don't have enemies to attack. If we use this, it'll let us heal. So we need to use that to play Locust. So we're going to get rid of No Quarter and Everyday Hero. So Everyday Hero says, while your identity has a civilian trait, which we do when we're flipped down, this card can be spent for any player and gains the text, after you spend this card for a player, heal 1, damage their identity. So we're going to use it on ourselves, and we're going to play the Locust. We're then going to heal 1, so I go to 6. And then the Locust lets us get any attack, any aggression card back. Any... aggression event card. Okay. So that is just going to be pitchback. So we'll get a pitchback. Then we are going to exhaust in order to heal to go to 9. We will flip up and we will use this Supernova helmet to play Pot Shot, which will only cost 1 there, and it's going to deal 4 damage, so he's down to 18. We will then use Locust and Miss Marvel to remove this, because that's going to get a little nuts. Much as I want to use Miss Marvel to recur things. And then we will use these 2 to play another Pot Shot for 4 more damage, down to 14. The Milano is going to remove 3 threat, most likely. All right. We're going to use Cloud9 and Vivian to play a Tony Stark AI. So I can exhaust this, draw 2 cards, keep 1, pitch the other. So I will get rid of the Morale Boost. Then I'm going to play Stroke of Genius. So this is a mental resource. I'm going to use it to gain a progress token. Just going to go to 3 there. So I've got 5 total. After you spend this card, place a progress token. So that gives me a 6th. Do the red. And draw a card. That card is amazing for her. So now we've got that. We've used our ability, and we will be able to ready. So we're going to exhaust to heal, go to 9. Then we are going to use these 2 to play Photon Blasters. Flip up, Photon Blasters. Oops, they give us 2 health. I forgot to lose 2 health on all the other ones. I still stay at 9. They deal damage equal to our version number. Now we're going to do our ability. Get rid of 6 tokens and upgrade to phase 2. So now version 2, I'm a 2-2-3, and I can spend 6 to go to version 3. So now here I can thwart for 2 to bring this down. I will hold this. This will deal 2 damage to bring him to 12, and the Milano will remove 3, bringing that to 6. Gonna have to take some damage here, but we're getting there. I didn't use my mobile bunker. Let me use it here. Draw 2, R&D, flyover. I'm going to hold the flyover and get rid of the photon beam. Now I have a 5 hand size for drawing up. So I've got Go All Out. This card is very good. You exhaust your hero, you have to spend a lightning, and you deal damage equal to the sum of your stats. Ooh, not as much chat anymore. I am going very fast, I know. But if you have questions, let me know. I'll try to read it every so often. I'm playing a little quick. Trying to at least tell you the cards that I'm playing, even if I can't tell you all the cards. Hopefully you'll find those or some of the streams that you can watch as well. But I just was looking forward to it so much. All right, so we're going to add 4 here and 1 here. That's going to deal 2 indirect. They all have 2 health, essentially. So I'm just going to take the indirect damage. They each go to 7. And then we're getting attacked here. I'm going to have Locust block 2 and resolve the counter. So we add another counter. Locust is out. Then over here, I'm going to have her block because she's a 3. So 2 plus 2 is 4. So I take 1. And we get encounter cards. This one is an advance. So he's going to do 1 plus 1 is 2. This goes to 12. And we add another counter here. And Weight of the World. While this card is in play, Supernova Helmet cannot ready. Exhaust Sam Alexander and remove this from the game. All right. And the Milano passes. So first thing we're going to do is Stark AI, draw 2, discard one of those 2. So we've got Patriot and a Photon Beam here. So the Photon Beam is going to give me tokens, so I'm going to go with that one. And we're going to want to play Ronnie Williams and this Flyover. All right, and then save a mental. Got it. So we're going to use these 2, Go All Out and Photon Beam. Actually, do we have a way? No, not really. Okay, so we're going to use these 2 to play Flyover, remove 3 threat, gain a progress token. We're going to use the Milano to get rid of 3. We're going to gain another progress token. We are then going to spend All Out to play Ronnie Williams, alter ego action, heal 2 from Riri, or place a progress token on her. We will do that. We will use this Photon Blasters to deal 2 damage because we are version 2, and we will flip down and we will gain another progress token. And we'll hold our go. Actually, we're going to pitch Go All Out because we're not going to end up using that. All right, over here, we have lots of damage and things to do. We're going to have to end up exhausting, and how much threat can we get rid of? Not enough. All right, we've got Light Speed Flight, so we will play that first. So we'll use the helmet to play Light Speed Flight. It costs 2, but mentals are double. Just enjoying the gameplay. Good. Well, let me know if it becomes unenjoyable and I need to slow down or anything. But like I said, about 3:45 is my stopping point. So he's down to 10, so I should make it so that I can get ready. Then I'm going to use Miss Marvel, exhaust her to bring that back. So that's what her ability is. Very similar. She takes a damage and brings an event back. Let me make sure I've got it right. After you play an event, exhaust her, bring it back. Perfect. So then I will use my Power of Aggression to play my Light Speed Flight again. Bring that to 0. I will use my 1x1 to play Fluid Motion. Fluid Motion lets me exhaust it to gain +1 attack. I can only use 1 Fluid Motion per attack event, so I can get multiple. I guess I'll use my Mobile Bunker. I draw 2, 1. Gonna get a card here. Oh, this one got a little bent. That's not good. Oops. Obligation prevents that. It cannot ready. I can use the helmet, but I can't ready the helmet. That's what the obligation is preventing. So it doesn't prevent Miss Marvel. All right, I draw 1, 2, and then I have to discard 2. So again, I'm just going to keep the Light Speed Flight so I can flip down. I'm going to flip down, exhaust, and get rid of this. Remove this obligation from the game. All right, we are getting there because we're getting set up. Get her set for her 3rd level, and then we should be able to go. We'll hold this Light Speed Flight because that should be good. We'll draw to 6. Lots of damage, so he'll keep putting the damage on, which is helping. And then we'll draw here 3. We got Brawn, which is good. We're going to get an extra card here, so this could get a little tough. All right, and draw 3 more because we have a 6 hand size. Perfect. This looks good. All right, we add 4 threat. We add 1 here. He's going to scheme for 1 plus 0. This goes to 5, and then we take 2 indirect damage each. I am down to 4. He is down to 5. It's getting tricky. Scheme's over here. 1 plus 1 is 2. And places a progress token. Oops, my bad. And now we got to deal with all these cards. Here's Zizax. So he gets attack and hit points equal to the number of lightning bolts in my hands. I want to... oh, no. On cards I control. So that's interesting. So currently I don't have any, so he's still a 4. And then I get Rogue Vessel, everybody's favorite. Surges into Feedback Loop. Each player must place threat here equal to the total number of resources in their hand. Lightning resources in their hand. So that's got 2 on it. How many lightnings in my hand? 1, 2. So this is going to go to 4. Each player must place. And how many lightning bolts you got? 1. So this is going to 5. We may just let that be. Okay. Over here, we are going to get Armadillo. So they're both out. He gets a tough status card. Uh-oh. All right. I don't have my tough status cards on me. I must have put them down somewhere without realizing it. So we're going to put this blue token on to say that he's tough. He can have any number of tough status cards. Take direct damage equal to the total number of lightning resources in your hand. If you're dealt 1 or fewer, you gain Surge. Ouch. So 1 plus the war has been brought. Surge. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck where X equals the total number of resources in your hand. And cards in your hold on, what is it? In your hand, cards under your control. Okay, so wild resources, 1, and in my discard pile. All right, so I just discard 1 card, and then it surges. Into Armored Assault, each enemy with a tough status attack card gains +3 attack. Oh my goodness. All right, we may not get through this. Pass to here, so we've got to figure out how to do all this damage now, huh? And here I was worried about threat. So he's got 8 health. That's just not happening soon. That's 4, 5, 6. That can be a 6 if I pay for it with this card, right? And that can be a 4. Okay. A 3. All right. We got a shot here. I'd love to get this Jesse Alexander, but it's not happening. So, all right. We will flip up. We will attack. We will exhaust to deal 1 damage, get rid of his tough. Oh, at the end of the phase, we each take 1. Take 1, take 1. How am I going to stay alive? All right, then we're going to play no quarter for 2. I have to use a punch. I also use a mental. So it's going to deal 4 plus 2 is 6 damage, and I have +1 attack. So it's going to deal 6 here. Then, oh, I should have used the helmet first. I did that backwards. Okay. Well, I had to get rid of the tough, so we'll just go with it. Then do I take the card back? I need Miss Marvel to block, so I'm just going to have to deal with it. All right, then I'm going to use this Jesse Alexander to play 1/1, which will be with a mental. So it's going to deal 3 damage to an enemy. If it defeats it, deal 3 damage to a different enemy. So we're going to deal 3 over here. There. And then we're going to use the helmet to play light speed flight. And that is going to get rid of threat. So we're going to get rid of 3 threat here to bring this one down to 4. Okay. We're going to deal with that. We're going to exhaust the Milano and spend 2 resources. Darn you. Where am I going to get 2 resources? So if I take this back, I'd have them. If I look, I don't think there's any doubles in here. So we're just going to have to take that damage, which is going to be not good. All right. Over here, we're going to play Stroke of Genius, gain another token, draw a card, gain another token. That's going to get us super close. We're going to use Tony Stark AI to draw 2, get rid of Push Ahead. We are going to Exhaust to heal to go to 6. We're going to use Riri Williams to gain 1 more progress token. Flip up. Then, man, all this stuff would be good. All right, we're going to use Falcon, Agent 13. Oh, actually, we'll use the blasters to defeat Zax. Oh, wait. Cards I control. I don't have any that I control, so. Bad. All right, then we want to put Brawn into play, right? So if we use these 4, we will put Brawn into play, and we will exhaust Brawn to deal 3 damage. We're going to go in for damage now. See if we can make it work. And when Brawn is exhausted, he gives me a mental resource. So I'm going to use the 2 mental resources to play, that one and this one to play Photon Beam, deal 4 damage to an enemy, and gain a progress. That's going to give me 6 progress. So now I ready and become this form. Now when I gain progress tokens, I can spend them to deal 2 damage. And on this side, actually on that side, I think I could spend any resource or any 2. And I can gain more tokens. So now I will exhaust here to deal 2 more damage, bringing him to 1. And I have a 6 hand size. All right, here we go. See what we can do damage-wise here. Excited for the mutants. Yeah, that is definitely a big part of it today. Ironheart and Nova tomorrow. Mutants all about today. So now we have a 6 hand size over here, which is excellent. We can play this New and Improved to do a whole bunch of effects. We can do this Go All Out to just deal a whole bunch of damage, which is probably what I'm going to do. Although I'd like to exhaust. How am I going to survive all this? All right. We're going to add 1 here. We're going to add 4 threat. And then he is going to... did the Malumbo do anything? I don't think so. I think there should be 3 threat gone here. Whatever about it. All right. Nova's going to have to be blocked for, so Miss Marvel's going to block. Take the 4 damage. Set there. Now over here, I could take the hit, and then Brawn could take the follow-up hit. All right. 2 + 1 plus place 1 threat for each wild resource in your hand. I have 0. So I take 3 damage here. This goes up 1 for this. And then we get cards. 1, 2. This one is going to be attached to you. Treat each printed resource, or each resource in your hand as though it was a lightning, and I can take 2 indirect damage to discard this. Or I can discard a card with a lightning on it. And Tough and Tumble. Each enemy with a tough status card attacks you. If there aren't any, it surges. And I get Oppressive Armada. So that's going to come in with 7 on it. Oh, thank you. All right. Can we flip and kill? Don't think quite yet. Then we each take 1 indirect damage. Whew. This is getting tough. All right. So if we deal 1, then we could go all out. With this morale boost. It's a way to do that. I don't really have enemies to deal with. And we just deal with all this stuff. It's all going to flip and pop. And here we go. New and Improved to go get cards. I think it's a pretty good plan. All right, so we will hit him with these blasters. That will flip him and go get his spear. And he's going to go to 28 health. And here's his spear. So he does +1 damage and schemes for 2. That's going to get a little tricky. Okay, now he's at 28. So now I can play Morale Boost. Oh, wait, hold on. Tony Stark AI lets me draw 2. I got another Go All Out. All right, so we'll hold that for next turn. So I will play Morale Boost to give myself +1 to each stat. And then I will use these 2 cards to play Go All Out. Nope, I need a lightning. So I will use these two to play Go All Out. What was this one? All right, so instead I'm going to use a New and Improved to play Morale Boost, and then I'm going to use Push Ahead. I just want to hold this damage card. And Ingenuity to play Go All Out, Exhaust. And I am a 4/3/4, so I deal 11 damage, bringing him down to 17. Brawn will punch for 3, bringing him to 14. Giving me a resource. So then I will use Brawn. How did I do that wrong? Nope, Brawn and Go All Out to deal 4 more, which will give me a progress token. I'll spend my progress token to deal 2 damage. He goes to 8. I will flip down and heal with Riri Williams to go to 4. All right, Nova, can you do 8 damage? What have you got in you? Not much, but I forgot to play this force field projection. So we will Champions Mobile Bunker, draw 2, nada. So we'll get rid of these 2, although I could deal the 6 damage, so maybe we'll be smart about this. All right. So we'll do that. We will use the helmet to do light speed flight and take 3 off of this. We'll use the Milano to take 3 off of this. We will discard Unleash Nova Force to get rid of this one. Gosh, am I really not going to be able to deal the other damage? I will deal 1 damage to him to bring him to 7. Come on. I got nothing, huh? All right, and we're ready. That's impressive. All right, looks like Nova might die here to get us the win. So we'll draw 2. We're going to use our wilds to play for this and make it work. Okay, over here we're going to draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I probably should have had her stay up and him flip down, but it is what it is. All right, so we should be able to get the win there next turn, so now we just have to survive. So we're going to add 4 plus 1 is 5. He is going to then add a token here. Oh, no. Nova's not going to survive that. My plan. All right. He's going to scheme for 2 plus 0, so this will go to 7. And then deal 2 damage to each player. So I really should have flipped down, huh? Knowing that was going to happen. All right, so we will flip. Instead of dealing the 1 damage, we will flip and exhaust. Take the 1 extra card. All right, so then I take 2 here, and she takes 2. And then he's going to scheme over here for 2 plus 3 is 5. Yikes. And add another token here. And then take cards. So this card goes here. We shuffle, get an acceleration. Yeah, I needed to flip and heal him. I hope I did that correctly. I think I just took the 1 damage off. Got him. I was silly. It was my fault because the previous turn I was supposed to not block with Miss Marvel and I was supposed to play this force field projection. And that was my plan, and it's just tough when you're playing 2 characters for the first time. Then it would have been 3 more damage on, and I don't know, maybe I could have played the other one to survive, so we shall see. All right, her card is a Tough It Out. Give Armadillo and the villain each a tough status card. Gain Surge, so Drang's got that. Surge if you only dealt 1. Blockade, no worries. And a Caught Off Guard. We'll get rid of this Fluid Motion. Here we go. At the end of the turn, they each take 1 indirect damage. And now we've got the kill. Go ahead, Sam, you get the kill here. All right, so he's going to flip up and do Champions Mobile Bunker. Draw 2. And then play Moon Girl using 1, 2, 3 cards. Moon Girl, and they're all let me draw a card, and I cannot get damage in my hand. So then I will play No Quarter using this one. Goes up by 2, so it deals 6 damage. Goes to 2. Sorry, Sam, you're just not deserving. Moon Girl gets the win. Nice. All right, well, that was a lightning fast way of going through that, and it is actually time for me to go. So if you have any questions, I'll hang around here for a minute. So let me know when you get these tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, whenever it is you get them, how you're enjoying these two heroes. I definitely think I find Riri to be more interesting. I got her up to level 3, which I think was probably part of the goal there, was like, hey, we want players in Standard to get to level 3. This Go All Out card with this push ahead is just unbelievable. I mean, use your stats. So, heroes like her and Spider-Woman who can increase her stats, and some of the other heroes that have some pretty high, consistent stat lines will be very strong. And then upgrading them to have their stats, this is very good. But of course, you'd have to play multiplayer to upgrade somebody so they have +3 stats. But yeah, it's kind of cool, right? It's making this morale boost card come back. It's like, ooh, I can do that 1 for 3 damage, 1 for 3 threat removal, essentially. So suddenly morale boost comes back into the spotlight, which is something they're doing a really good job with. So there's that. I did finish just in time. It is true. Awesome. Thanks, everybody. There's a Wolverine ally that's aggression. Cost of 4, but very neat. Heal 1 ability and attack 3. Yeah, so he attacks for 3 and takes 2 consequential, and then heals 1 for health. So you can attack with him for 3. Then he'll heal 1 at the start of next turn. He'll only have 1, so you can attack with 3. Then he'll go to 2, so you could thwart with him, or you could, whatever at that point. You can attack for 3 if it's desperate, or wait a turn. Just let him sit there. He'll heal 1, and then you can now attack every other turn, which would be kind of neat. Was I doing connection to the world mind right? Does not count towards your hand size. I think on the last hand, I didn't do it correctly. I definitely, when I explained the card, I remember drawing an extra card. But on the last turn, I did notice that I had 6 cards and connection to the world mind, so I should have had a 7th card. But that was my fault for not remembering the something. I guess that he was going to deal the 2 here, so I stayed up, and I should have left her up and flipped him down, and life would have been good. But, whichever. I'm showing off the hero, so the win might not have been a win or whatever, so there's that. Yeah, it doesn't count towards hand size. That's what it is, and it gives a wild resource. So, all right, thanks, everybody. If you're at Con of Heroes, I will see you. If not, I'll see you when I get back, and I hope you enjoy these 2 new heroes. Next week, we'll try to jump on and play a game with them and do some deck building with them, which should be fun. I think Riri's my favorite of the 2 right now, but I am excited to look for some of these combo-rific Nova plays, especially increasing his stats so that, he can play that one and kill a bunch, which reminds me kind of Rocket with 1 attack trying to draw a whole bunch of cards, right? And working around through that with other things, so that should be interesting. Yeah, she's got a little bit of that RPG style where you level her up and whatnot, but honestly, if you put that card, Go All Out, in anybody, it's going to be good. What did it deal? 11 damage? And then she's got those progress tokens. Like, it was a lot. She can bomb a lot of damage at the end, which is cool. So, kind of neat. Find a way to ready her. That'd be an even bigger thing. All right. Thanks so much, everybody. Oh, I'm glad people are saying it was a nice play. Yeah, no, you're right. The aspect cards here for him are definitely interesting. They felt a little tricky in him, but being able to deal that damage and defeat things was probably the key. That's actually a great point. Was all these cards are how they're trying to kill stuff, not him. Him readying is just allowing the helmet to keep powering stuff, which is an excellent point that I did not do in my fast play. But I'm happy that people enjoyed the play, because that was the goal of this, was to get on here. But I got to run. Thank you so much, everybody. My name is the Brandt, and I know the camera's here. I'm looking over there. And until next time, I hope you step into the portal. Bye. Enjoy.